In this review you will come across fulfillment through the insights of yogic philosophy. In the midst of the accelerating pace of the Western world and the frenetic pace of our thoughts, there emerges a growing desire for a stabilizing mental anchor. Many turn to yoga as a means of escaping the chaotic rush of daily life. Regrettably, for the majority, yoga is merely seen as a physical regimen to ready the body for the upcoming challenges of work. Yet, yoga transcends the boundaries of a mere exercise class. It embodies a profound philosophy and serves as a mode of spiritual practice. By focusing on the body's energy centers, yoga not only enhances physical well-being but also sharpens the mind. These summaries introduce you to the often overlooked yogic wisdom in the Western lifestyle. You'll discover how to reconnect with spirituality, shape your own life experiences, and achieve enduring fulfillment. Within these summaries, you'll explore the reasons to avoid consuming misleading information, the spiritual destinations to explore for the world's repositories of wisdom, and the process of creating your own source of profound happiness. Enduring fulfillment is an internal journey. Have you ever observed how many highly successful individuals struggle to find happiness in their lives? It's a common phenomenon, but why does it happen? In brief, achieving success by deviating from your authentic self may yield initial results, but it fails to bring about lasting fulfillment, as illustrated by an Indian story. The narrative unfolds with a pheasant expressing dissatisfaction to a bull, claiming that its wings are too weak to reach the top of a tree and enjoy the view. The bull advises the pheasant to consume a small piece of dung daily, promising increased strength that would eventually enable the bird to reach the highest branches. Following the bull's counsel proves successful, the pheasant grows stronger and attains the ability to perch on the treetop. However, the story takes a turn when a farmer passes by, spots the plump pheasant on the branch, shoots it down, and cooks it for dinner. This allegory holds true for people. Relying on superficial strategies will only get you so far. To authentically discover fulfillment, it's crucial to shift your focus inward and understand how you perceive the world within yourself. This is pivotal because many individuals fixate on the external world, convinced that all their experiences and emotions, whether positive or negative, reside there. Yet, this perspective is illusory. Consider reading a book. Where is the book you see? A logical answer might be that it's in your hands, outside of yourself. However, when you read, light falls on the pages, reflects into your eyes, and projects onto your retina. The book is perceived within you, just like every other external thing. Recognizing this concept is paramount, as an obsession with the external world often hinders people from attaining lasting fulfillment. In the upcoming sections, you'll delve into why this is the case. Human perceptions and emotions are internally generated, providing the opportunity to shape your life experience. Have you ever noticed the fluctuation between deeply enjoying hugs and feeling annoyed by gestures of intimacy? This common paradox reveals a significant aspect of the human experience, the self-generated nature of perceptions, feelings, and emotions. Just as books, food, and houses are perceived within oneself, so too are the emotions experienced. For instance, when confronted with someone yelling, the body might unconsciously react with fear or anger. However, the key lies in bringing these reactions into conscious awareness, granting the ability to exert control over them. This empowerment allows individuals to craft their own life experiences. Despite the unfortunate reality that some turn to alcohol or drugs for a semblance of true happiness, Israeli chemist Raphael Mechoulam has demonstrated that the body can naturally produce its own bliss molecule, called anandamida. Similar to the effects of smoking marijuana, the release of anandamida induces a profound sense of pleasure without adverse side effects. Initiating its production merely requires activities such as exercise or experiencing states of ease and flow during work. Yogis take this a step further by mastering control over their bodies to the extent that they can generate anandamida through concentration and willpower alone. In the forthcoming sections, you'll discover more about how you can exert control over your life experiences using these principles. Many individuals react to life events impulsively, but you have the power to choose a conscious response. When faced with a painful experience, such as a difficult breakup, the instinctive reaction is often to obsessively replay the events in our minds, dwelling on the pain for an extended period, sometimes even years. This compulsive behavior can lead some to fully identify with these negative situations, making it challenging to trust new relationships. However, there exists a more conscious and constructive approach to responding to life events, both past and present. It involves thoughtful reflection on these experiences, extracting valuable lessons to foster personal growth in the face of adversity. Consider the story of a woman who, as a child in Austria during World War II, experienced the traumatic separation from her family by Nazi soldiers. Her brother lost his shoes while playing before they were separated, and she scolded him, only to later discover he had perished in a concentration camp. Rather than succumbing to grief and anger, she chose to learn from this tragedy. She adopted a mindset of refraining from saying things she might regret, recognizing that each conversation could be the last with a person. This conscious decision transformed her perspective, leading to a more fulfilling life. It illustrates that dwelling on old grievances and memories of painful events doesn't serve us. By becoming aware of our reactions, we can break free from this cycle and choose a different, more constructive path. Now that you understand how to consciously respond to life's challenges, the next topic explores another crucial concept: responsibility. Contrary to common belief, responsibility can actually enhance your freedom. When people think of responsibility, the image that often comes to mind is not necessarily embarking on a global tour, leaving family behind and buying a small bus. However, such a choice could be considered one of the most responsible decisions one can make. It might seem counterintuitive at first, but responsibility provides freedom. Essentially, responsibility involves the ability to step back, assess your options, and decide on the best course of action in a given situation. Consider the scenario of a hypothetical around-the-world journey. Making an impulsive decision is one thing, but a responsible approach involves acknowledging and thoughtfully considering various options. You could choose not to go, leave on your own, or take your family with you. True responsibility lies in recognizing and contemplating these choices, ultimately enhancing rather than diminishing your sense of responsibility. In essence, responsibility is not as restrictive as commonly perceived. It doesn't necessarily demand immediate action. Responsibility grants you the freedom to act, and the decision to do so is left to your discretion. Many individuals feel overwhelmed by the multitude of tragic events reported in the news, ranging from wars to famines. This overwhelm often stems from a sense of responsibility as citizens, feeling compelled to take action. However, it's important to recognize that solving every global issue is impractical. What is achievable, though, is responding consciously to each situation. For example, upon learning about a distant hurricane, a responsible reaction involves assessing whether you genuinely have the means to help. Do you possess the financial resources, skills, determination, or the freedom to step away from your daily responsibilities without letting others down? If, after careful consideration, you determine that you cannot contribute, responding consciously is still a commendable choice, far better than turning a blind eye. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your return, likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions to the channel. Your active involvement is not only fostering the growth of the channel but also sending a powerful message to knowledge and wisdom seekers around the globe, becoming a true ambassador for our community. Now, let's seamlessly transition back to the review and continue this collective journey of enlightenment and sharing of wisdom. Enlightenment necessitates the harmonious alignment of body, mind, emotions, and energy. Just as teamwork is vital for success, individual organisms also require internal cooperation among their different components to function optimally. Achieving enlightenment involves establishing a seamless collaboration between your body, mind, emotions, and energy. A traditional Indian story beautifully illustrates this principle. 4 yogis with different emphases: physical yoga, mental yoga, yoga of prayer, and yoga of chakras, bodily energy centers, were caught in a rainstorm and sought shelter in an ancient temple. With no walls, just a roof on pillars and a central deity, the yogis huddled around the deity as the rain intensified. In this shared moment, God appeared to them, explaining that their unity had summoned divine presence. Despite their individual paths, their collective embrace brought them together. Similarly, an individual seeking enlightenment must unify body, mind, emotions, and energy. Yoga serves as a tool to facilitate this connection by integrating these aspects. According to yogic philosophy, imbalance in one aspect can quickly disrupt the equilibrium of the whole. For instance, if the body is balanced but the mind craves food or sex, the overall balance is compromised. This holds true for emotions and energy as well. Achieving genuine equilibrium involves practicing meditation, physical yoga, prayer, and exercises targeting energy centers. The first step towards this alignment is rediscovering your place in the universe, a concept you'll delve into in the upcoming section. The human body is intricately connected to the Earth and the universe, forming part of powerful cosmic forces. While the Earth is often perceived as dirty, prompting efforts to maintain cleanliness, the same consideration is rarely extended to our own bodies. In reality, the human body is a manifestation of the Earth and the universe. It is constructed from the food we ingested during our embryonic development, originating from the Earth, and eventually returning to it. This interconnectedness means that our bodies are an integral part of the Earth, and any changes or disruptions to the environment directly impact us. Taking this concept further, we recognize that the Earth, along with all human beings, is a component of the vast universe. Consequently, celestial events such as the movements of stars, the sun, and the moon exert influence on us. Moreover, the human body possesses the capacity to attune itself to both the universe and the Earth. An illustrative example is found in the author's encounter with Chikkagowda, a man in India who, despite being partially deaf and facing employment challenges, demonstrated an uncanny ability to predict rain. His connection with the Earth allowed him to sense impending meteorological changes, a phenomenon well understood by those who dwell in rural areas. This awareness highlights the potential for individuals to train their bodies to perceive and respond to shifts in the natural environment. Our intellect, while valued in modern society and often associated with scientific understanding, ironically has limitations that can hinder us from truly experiencing life in its entirety. An ancient Greek myth involving philosophers Aristotle and Heraclitus vividly illustrates this point. As Aristotle walked on the beach, engrossed in his thoughts, he failed to notice the beauty of the sunset. Heraclitus, disguised as a man digging a hole with a small spoon, explained that he was attempting to empty the ocean into the hole. Aristotle, amused, questioned the practicality of fitting the entire ocean into such a small space. Heraclitus responded with a profound insight. "You mock me for attempting to fit the ocean into this small hole. Yet you, with your big-headed belief that you can contain all the secrets of the universe in your brain, which is essentially a small hole, are equally absurd. So, which of us is crazier?" This myth emphasizes the need to recognize our insignificance in the vast universe and understand that our thoughts, too, are minuscule in comparison. Our intellect often misguides us into thinking we can fully comprehend life, but in reality, we cannot. To truly experience life, we must transcend the limitations of our intellect and acknowledge the vastness of the universe, the celestial bodies, and the intricate balance of the cosmos, which seems almost magical. Releasing ourselves from the confines of our intellect allows us to embrace the grandeur of reality and fully immerse ourselves in the experience of life. Certain locations on Earth are believed to be imbued with spiritual energy, and embarking on a journey to these places can serve as a catalyst for a spiritual awakening. Spiritual teachings are often perceived as abstract and high-minded, leaving many wondering where to begin their spiritual journey. Travel, however, offers a tangible starting point, as there are specific locations on Earth said to store profound spiritual energy. Yogis and mystics, frustrated by the lack of attention given to their knowledge, have traditionally deposited their spiritual wisdom and energy in remote yet accessible places, often found in high mountain summits. Mount Kailash in Tibet serves as a notable example, housing a massive spiritual library and holding sacred significance for many Eastern cultures, including Hindus and Buddhists who consider it the abode of their gods. Another revered site is the Temple of Kedarnath in the Himalayas, dedicated to the god Shiva. These locations are believed to be repositories of mystical energy, making visits to them a transformative experience, offering enlightenment and healing. The author's pilgrimage to Mount Kailash in 2007 serves as a testament to this belief. Struggling with a mysterious illness that stumped doctors, a combination of malaria, typhoid, and cancer, he found healing upon connecting his energy with the mountain. The rejuvenating energy revitalized his body, and within hours, he appeared significantly rejuvenated. For many spiritual seekers, such sacred places and the guidance of a guru provide a pathway to embark on their spiritual journey, tapping into the wealth of wisdom and energy that awaits discovery in the world. Final summary. This book emphasizes that inner happiness and joy are within your control. By balancing your body and mind, exploring spiritual places, and being present in the moment, you can find true peace. Savoring your food and paying attention to its tastes and textures is a simple yet effective way to start cultivating mindfulness and supporting your well-being. Ultimately, the key to a fulfilling life is found within yourself. Actionable advice: savor what you eat. Begin by paying attention to the tastes and textures in your mouth as you eat. Cultivate mindfulness in this daily act, focusing on the experience rather than letting your mind wander to other concerns. This simple practice can contribute to supporting your overall well-being and happiness. In my life's journey, my mission is to bring meaningful value to my fellow human beings, and I take immense pride in that purpose. Each day, my aspiration is to make a positive impact on someone's life when they wake up. Fortunately, your attention has connected us on this platform, driven by your thirst for knowledge and wisdom. To extend our reach to thousands, if not millions, of knowledge-hungry friends like yourself, I earnestly seek your help. A simple act of liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel can make a significant difference. In return, I wholeheartedly commit to delivering impactful book reviews in a timely manner. Your support holds immense meaning to me, and I am truly grateful. Thank you for joining me on this journey.